Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So this is our third video based on the projection of solid. So in the previous two videos we have discussed about the basic concept related to the solid, and in the second video we have discussed about the two-stage problem. So two questions will be asked from this chapter. One question is on two-stage and the second question is on the three-stage problem. So in this video we will discuss the three-stage problem in detail. So we'll start with the revision. We have discussed the two tricks in the previous video. First trick is that when the solid rests on the HP, what we'll do, we'll start with the top view. When it rests on the VP, we start with the front view. So this is our concept and you should remember this. This is very important point while drawing the first stage, because whether you go for the two-stage problem or three-stage problem, each problem will start with the first stage itself. So for the first step, you should know this basic. The second trick is that how you can draw the orientation of the object. So for the square, pentagon, and the hexagon, orientation will be based on these two things. Okay. First parameter is resting on one of its corner of the base, and second is resting on its slant edge. So these are the two concepts that we can use. So for these two cases, we can draw the square like diamond shape, pentagon corner is towards the right, and hexagon like these two sides are parallel. And for all other cases, we'll draw the objects like this. So you can take the printout of this and you can remember all these shapes very easily. Now let's go to the question. So question is that pentagonal pyramid of 30 mm edge of base and 60 mm axis height is lying on one of its triangular surface in the VP, so that the axis is inclined at 45 degree to the HP, and draw its front view and top view. So first identify where it is lie. So it is lying on, say, one of its triangular surface in the VP. So they have mentioned about the vertical plane. So as they have mentioned about the vertical plane, we should start with the front view. If they have mentioned about the HP, then we can start with the top view. Okay. So remember, this is very important point here. So by using the information given in the problem, first we'll draw the XY line. Most of the students will do this mistake. So first identify where it lie. It lie on the VP. So we should draw the pentagon above the XY line. Getting? So this is our pentagon. Now the side of the pentagon is equal to 30 mm. Then find out the center of this pentagon. To find out the center, what we can do, we can bisect this angle into two equal parts. Okay. Remember, this total angle will be equal to 108 degree. Just remember this number and then bisect it at a 54 degree with the help of protractor. You can use the angle bisecting method. This is also 108. So divide it at 54 degree from the base. Okay. So draw two lines at a angle of 54 degree, and we get this center where these two lines intersect. So we call this as center as O dash. We'll start from the left side and we'll go in the anti-clockwise direction. 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and 5 dash. As it is a pyramid, we'll connect all the edges here, longer edges. So apex get connected to the all the corner points. So O dash and 4 dash get connected. Then 5 dash and O dash. Then 1 dash and O dash. 2 dash and O dash, and at the end 3 dash and O dash. So our pentagon is ready. I'll project all the points in the downward direction. Start with 1 dash, then 2 dash and 5 dash, they lie on the same line. Then O dash point, and then 3 dash and 4 dash. Project them on the XY line. Now the axis height is given 60 mm, so it is mark on the O dash line. So mark the 60 mm distance from the XY line. Don't keep any distance here. This is 60 mm. Now we'll connect all the points and mention all the points. So first point is 1. This is 2, 5. Then this is O dash, and this is 3, 4. So this is a center line point O here. Now we'll connect all the points. So start with the center line. Connect from the base to the point O. Then connect the line 3, 4 to O. So this is the longer edge. Then connect the next edge 1 to O. Then 2, 5 to O. These are the two edges, but they lie on the same point. That's why we only observe one edge here. One edge will be there on the back side. Okay. Then connect the base. So this complete line will represent this pentagon. So in this way, we have drawn the front view and top view of the pentagon. by using this simple stage. So this complete your first stage. You will get some mark if you are able to draw this. So for this we record only two information that we have discussed previously in this video. Trick number one, trick number two. If you know them, you will get few marks in this numerical. Then we'll go to the next point. Now they have mentioned that it is lying on one of its triangular surface in the VP. So we should draw this object in this way, or simply first we have drawn this, second we have drawn this, so third should be drawn here. We should not skip this and directly go here. So that's why you should draw the next object here. So drawing means you have to just copy the previous object. Means we will copy this object with the given rotation. Now it is lying on one of its triangular surface. So we'll first draw the point 3, 4 here. Now the corresponding edge is O 3, 4. So take a measurement in the compass from 3, 4 to O. So take this measurement in the compass and mark it here. So by taking this measurement and we'll mark the length here. So this is the point O. Then next we'll mark the point 1. So for that we'll measure this length in the compass 3, 4 to 1 and mark one arc here by keeping the metal end at 3, 4 here and mark the arc here. Then next take the distance in the compass from O to 1 and same keep the metal end on the point O and mark one more arc here. So this is the next point O. From this we'll mark one more arc here. Now we got this point 1 here. Now connect the points 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 to O to get the outline of this triangle. Same way from point 1 you can measure the distance 2, 5 and mark the distance 2, 5 here and then connect the length. Then from 2, 5 you can measure the center line distance here and mark the center line distance here and then connect with the O to get the center line. This is our point O. So this is how we can replicate this object with the given orientation in the second stage. So this is the first part of the second stage of this object. After drawing this, if you have still any doubt in drawing that, you can mention in the comment box. I'm going a little bit fast because we have discussed few problems related to it. Now I'll project all the points in the upward direction. 5 dash, then 4 dash point, then 1 dash and O dash lie on the same line, then the 3 dash, then the 2 dash. In this way we can project all the points horizontally, then project the points from the top view itself. So start with 3, 4. Project them in upward direction. Now it intersect with the line 3 dash here. So this point and this point. This is important. This is 3 dash point and this is 4 dash point. Then project O line in the upward direction, center line. So it intersect here on the center line here. So this is point O dash. Then project 2, 5 in the upward direction. So it intersect here on 2 dash line. So this point is called as a point 2 dash and it intersect here on the 5 dash line. So this point is called as a 5 dash. Then project point 1 in the upward direction. So it intersect here on the 1 dash line. So this is called as a 1 dash point. At the end only remaining point is O. So project it upward. This is the center line. So it intersect here. So this is called as a point O dash. So project all the points in the upward direction in a proper sequence. Don't make any mistake. Otherwise, if you consider this as a 4 dash, the whole sum will be wrong. Whole problem will be wrong. So carefully project all the points. Now connect all the points with the help of line. So before that, we should know where is the location of the observer. So if the object is lie below the XY line, the observer will be located here if they are not mentioned. If the object is here, the observer will be located here. If they have mentioned about the location of the observer, then as per that you have to take it. If they have not mentioned it, you should consider when the object is below XY line, the observer is below XY line. He is observing in the upward direction. And when the observer is above XY line, the observer is present here and he is observing in the downward direction. So this basic concept you should know. After this, we'll connect all the points. So observer is observing from this position. So these lines, all lines will be visible because observer is present over here. So all the points are visible. So we can connect them with the help of outline. So connect first point 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 1. So the base is totally visible here. Then the outline of this object will be clearly visible. Now what points makes outline? O dash and 2 dash, O dash and 5 dash. So connect them, O dash 2 dash and 5 dash O dash. Now the remaining edges are, here we have seen O dash and 5 dash already connected, O dash and 2 dash is already connected. So the remaining edges are O dash 1 dash, O dash 3 dash, O dash 5 dash. Okay. So for them, visibility concept is very important. So we have discussed visibility concept in detail previously, but still now we'll consider it. So center line for those cases are very important. So the objects which are behind the center lines are not visible in this case. So this area is not visible when the observer is observing from this side. How we can draw this area? Just you have to consider the area above the center line. So consider the area above the center line. This area is not visible for this observer. So for that case, we can see this next edge is O1. O1 is not lying on the dark area. So it is visible. So connected with the help of dark line. The edge O4. Now O4 comes in the dark side. O point is here and 4 point is here. It is in the dark side. So it should be connected with the help of dotted line. Similarly, O3. It is again in the dark side, so you can connect them with the help of dotted line. And as previously discussed, O1 is on the bright side, so it is visible, so connected with the help of dark line. So in this way, considering the visibility, we can draw all the points and the lines for the second stage. So this complete your second stage. Now we'll go to the third stage. For that, they have mentioned that axis is inclined at 45 degree to the HP. Consider this is your XY line, and on this line one object is present like this, and its axis makes an angle say 30 degree with the XY line. So to draw this object, we should know that this angle will be 90 degree, and this angle will be 90 minus 30, so 60 degree. So when the axis makes an particular angle, then its side will make an angle equal to 90 minus given angle. Always remember this. When the axis makes certain angle with the XY line, its sides will make an angle 90 minus theta with the XY line. So considering this logic, we can draw this object as, we'll consider this base 3, 4 edge will make an angle 90 minus given angle. Given angle is 45 degree. So 90 minus 45 means it is equal to 45 degree. So draw a line at an angle of 45 degree with the XY line. Then plot first point here, point 3. We'll just replicate this object. We're not going to change any dimension here. This is a 3 dash point. Next, mark 4 dash point by taking this distance in your compass. Mark the next point 4 dash here, and then connect them with the help of dark line. So visibility concept will be similar. The dark line will remain dark line and hidden lines will remain hidden lines here. Then we'll plot the point O dash. 4 dash we will consider, we'll take the compass and keep the metal end on the 3 dash, and then mark here this distance in your compass. Then keep the metal end here and mark one arc here. Then keep the compass here on 4 point, and then mark this distance up to O dash, and then keep the metal end here and mark one more arc here. So here we get this position of the O dash. Similarly, we can find out the remaining points also, just like 2 dash. 4 dash, take the compass metal end on a 3 dash, and then mark this distance up to 2 dash, then mark one more arc here. Then keep the metal end of the compass on the O dash, and then mark the distance up to 2 dash. Then keep the metal end of the compass on the O dash, and then mark the arc here. So similarly, we can find out all the points on this pentagon. So 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and 1 dash. So it is very simple method. Just you have to take the dimensions from this point and then project it here. Now connect the remaining point, just like 4 5, 1 5 dash, 2 dash, 1 dash, and 2 dash, 3 dash. Connect them in a proper sequence. So same pentagon is replicated here. Then connect the longer edge, O dash, 2 dash, then 3 dash, O dash, 4 dash, O dash, 5 dash, O dash, and 1 dash, O dash. Similarly we can plot one more point here, that is O dash, so that we can connect O dash and O here to form a center line if you require. So same way we have replicated all the points here and drawn the same object with the same nature of all the lines. Okay, after this we'll go for the top view of this object. For that we will project all the points in the downward direction. Same way we'll project the points from the top view. So one point get projected here, then 2, 5, then O center line point, then 3, 4, and this O point will be projected on this line. Now project the points from the front view in the downward direction. 3 dash and 2 dash lie on the same line, so they will projected in the downward direction. So it intersect here. So this is your point 2, and third point is present on the XY line itself. So this is the point number 3 here. Okay, this is the point number 3. Then project the line 1 dash in the downward direction. So it intersect here on the line of 1. So this is called as a point 1. Then point number 4 is projected in the downward direction. So fourth point is present on the XY line. So this is the point 4. At the end, 5 point, that is 5 dash. So project in the downward direction. So it intersect here. So this is the point 5 here. At the end, the remaining points are O dash and O dash. So project them in the downward direction. So this is point O here. And the second base related center point will lie here. And the location of observer, as discussed, it should be at the top side and it is observing in the downward direction. So when he observe from the in the downward direction, as we can see, the base will be clearly visible to the observers. We can connect all the points with the help of dark line. So the points 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5, 1. All are connected with the help of dark line because the base is completely visible to the observer. Then we'll connect the outline. Outline consists of O4 and O5. This is the outline. So connect O4 and O5. As O4 and O5 is connected with the help of dark line, we can see it also connect O3 and O1. So only remaining edge is O dash 2 dash. Now think about the visibility. Now this edge is located here far away from the observer. It is away from the observer, is located here, and it is located here. So by logic it is not visible to this observer, or you can see you can connect this center line here. So the topmost area, 3D area, you have to consider that is visible totally to the observer, but these edges like O dash 1 dash, O dash 2 dash, O dash 3 dash may not be visible to the observer. That's why O dash 2 dash should be shown with the help of hidden line. So connect O dash 3 dash with the 2 dash with the hidden line. Remember this edge is away from the observer, that's why it is shown with the help of dotted line. Similarly, at the end we can plot this point O dash in the downward direction. It lie on this line. So you can connect this O and O with the help of center line if they lie on a different location. So this complete your third stage of the problem. So remember in the first stage with the help of given data, whether it lie, what is its rotation, as per that we have drawn this stage number 1, and it is most simplest stage in this numerical. And then in the second stage with the help of given information, we have aligned this side with the XY line and drawn the front view and top view of this object. At the end, the axis is given at an angle of 45 degree. Based on that information, we have used it and drawn the front view and top view. So the sequence of the operation will be stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in this way you should draw it. And when the object is below XY line, you should consider the location of observer here and location of observer here for the above XY line condition. Now this is the position when the observer is located here and this apex point is away from the observer. And when you draw the object like this, when if you draw the pyramid like this, the apex point is towards the observer. So if they are not mentioned, you can imagine any one of the condition. If they have mentioned, you have to draw as per that, either away from the observer or towards the observer. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.